Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. We're off to a new week here. And it is very early in the morning. I hope that you are excited to wake up with me this morning as we get some work done here in the Desert Kingdom. I am just doing a little bit of revising, and I am sure that my voice will warm up even more this morning as we continue to get into things. But I'm excited. Today is going to be a day where we do some building on stream, which is something that is still kind of new for me. So we'll have to see what happens. But I say we can, I think, officially get into the game. You will see that I am using complementary reimagined shaders right here. Kind of switching it up. I usually do, I'm doing complementary unbound shaders. Usually I do complementary reimagined, but I'm really enjoying the better clouds and the circular sun that we have up here. And we are starting our adventure over next to Stella, who's just bouncing on over. And as a reminder, if anyone would like to... Ooh, we have some fighting going on. Uh-oh. For everyone who leaves a comment on stream, I will be putting you into the world, so in some sort of way. We'll probably put you into a book. I want to get that started for people that either join a membership or leave a super chat today. I will be making you something or putting you extra special in the world at some point in time. So definitely consider supporting the channel. And if you're watching this live stream after the fact, I hope that it provides some good background for you while we hang out with some soothing music with tons of iron golems that we'll actually be having to get rid of today. But I will show you before we get into things what our game plan is going to be looking like. We are going to be building this build right here, which is a very cool looking build. We'll have to clear out the land. We're pretty close to having the blocks that we need. We're just not there yet. And the big thing that I really need is just banners. So we will be expanding our sheep pen a little bit this morning. I oftentimes look back at my live streams, and I'm like, it's 4 a.m., which I know is kind of the night for some people, but for me, it's like the start of the new day. I'm like, why do I keep saying tonight? It's probably because I'm used to still live streaming in the afternoon or in the evening or at nighttime. It checks out. But as you can see in the live stream, last time we ended up doing a lot of progress here. We will be flattening out the entire area. Oh, the more I think about it, actually, the main task, besides kind of getting more sheep, is also going to be, we need to get about 650 blocks of cut sandstone. So we will get to doing that. But it looks like it is almost time to head to sleep on officially day 2016 in my forever world. We have passed 2,000 days, which is really exciting. Puffso Buffs and Will, hey, happy Monday. I hope that you are having a good start to the day, not feeling too tired this morning, but I know that I'm feeling a little bit tired this morning, and that's okay. That's why we wake up together. And I really do think, as an early bird myself, even if you're feeling tired, there's a bunch of different little tactics that you can do in order to really wake up for the day. And I do think that there's something to be said that about half an hour, 45 minutes after you wake up, especially if you start doing some activities that can help you wake up in the morning, I really do think that about half an hour, 45 minutes later, you'll be good to go, where you may wake up and be like, oh my gosh, today is going to be a day. We're going to head in here. You'll see that we have a couple of iron golems, and then our sheep right here. And so we'll feed you guys up, and I'd love to know is the performance okay when it comes to running live stream with these other shaders on? And also, how is my audio sounding? Is it good and kind of balanced, all right, with the music? One thing I always talk about is that it's actually really hard to know yourself. But I think we also do want to go clear our inventory out a little bit too. Which I need to do some organization as well. I have not gotten around to doing that yet. Actually, wait, I think I did. We've been doing a whole lot of Minecrafting recently, but this is really all of the sands that we have. So we are definitely still going to need more. We have, like, no space for our plants. Make some hay bales. Oh, actually, we have a decent amount of wool, too. I didn't even notice that. Almost 2 stacks. That may not be enough, though, so we'll continue to harvest them down a little bit more. We are also going to need some more poppies. I don't think that you can make red dye out of beetroot, right? I don't think so. But we're going to need some more poppies for the banners. We'll place our wheat in here. I have, like, no space anymore. Place these beds that we don't need here. Ah, perfect, Will. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for letting me know. Really, without the feedback, it is impossible, impossible to be able to do anything and know that you're, I don't know, being live in good quality. But Pusso Buffs, thank you also so much for letting me know. And I think that what we'll do for right now, and we'll get around to fixing this later. Thank you for commenting. Is that we'll take out a couple of signs, and then we'll get a book later. Actually, no, I can't. Yeah, we'll get a book later. And we'll put your names in. All right, take some of our planks here. I can see that as I'm waking up in the morning, I definitely need to keep on sipping on water so that my voice can improve its vocal cords. Here we are. We have some signs here. And now we have to find a good spot to put you guys. But I do think that, for example, if you have some lights on, put them on early in the morning. Really get out of bed as quickly as possible. If you can do some physical movement as well, that really helps you wake up. And then I oftentimes like to wash my face with cold water. And I think that makes a big difference for me as well. Let's see, we can make our way into the kingdom this way. And then we'll put you guys into the kingdom. Oh, actually, I think I have a good spot for right now. Because we'll continue around to revamp this area. We'll do Puffso Buff right here. And you guys get to hang out right next to Stella. Okay, and then we have Will right here as well. Oh, guys, I mean, instantly on my end, as soon as you do something like this, I mean, it really, you know, it just makes the world so much more immersive. Like, now it's not just for me, like, now it's for you guys, too. So thank you so much for that. It really does make such a difference. But we will take out our shovel. Looks like we do have enough durability on it, so I'm happy about that. And I can tell that we're starting. I can see that my voice is warming up. You can probably already tell the difference, but I'd love to know, what are you guys excited about, looking forward to when it comes to this week? I'm excited, honestly, to keep on doing some live streams like this with you guys. I've been having a total blast doing it. So more streams just like this in the mornings on the horizon. So look out for that. What else am I looking forward to? Then just really a lot of recording. I'm going to be traveling in 9 days. And so I won't be playing Minecraft for a couple of weeks, almost about a month or so, actually, which will be a big switch of pace. But I really want to make sure that I can still get as much content out to you guys as possible. So I am really working overtime. I'm kind of considering this a major grind sort of week, but I personally really enjoy it. I got to make sure that I can balance everything, but a big priority for me, for you guys, is making sure that we can get tons of content out for you all. And so that is going to be very helpful to be able to do with these streams. I think that live streaming really helps me, since I talked about this on the last live stream. I think that it's very true that you will do more for other people than you will do for yourself. And I have heard that piece of advice before, and I've been like, yeah, but I also am someone that like really values output in particular. And I'm like, well, I do, but I can do a whole lot. Like, I don't need to, for example, to show up to the gym with another person in order to work out harder. Or at least that was my thought. Because I usually, when I go to the gym, I kind of almost have this like internal thing where I'm like, I want to be the hardest working person that's in the gymnasium. That for me kind of just like proves that I'm accomplishing the goal that I set out to do. And so I've always kind of thought like, well, if I'm already, setting out to work harder as much as I can than other people, then having someone that I am accountable for or I'm working out with, that's not going to push me anymore. But I do think that, to be honest, the more that I've been doing live streaming and thinking about how much more work I've been able to get done, just because hanging out with you guys, it makes the time go by, but then I also feel like I am hopefully providing something of value to you guys by having something where we can wake up in the morning together, and providing some entertainment or hopefully some good conversation and some good background and all of those things. And so I've realized that although these videos are for me, like I'm working really hard to get them out for you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you guys being here in live stream and just the support in general is a very big reason for why I continue to grind it out. And it's very rewarding. I do think that there is a point when you're starting a YouTube channel that you'll be continuing to put in the work, and at first it's just like, everything is hard but new and very exciting, and then you start to get a routine down, and then once you start to feel the establishment of like, oh, I'm starting to figure this out, and you start to place more of an expectation on yourself. But at the end of the day, if you look back at yourself a year from that point, you're like, okay, I was really just starting to get the hang of it, but I really thought that I was starting to attain mastery. And I'm an elementary school teacher, so I teach a big thing, is math, right? So a lot of kids, like halfway through the year, they get really excited because they don't learn multiplication until 3rd grade. And so I kind of finish off teaching addition and subtraction. And so they feel like they're just about ready to master, like they're good to go, and ready for multiplication, around like the middle of the year. And they have definitely started to acquire the skill, but they're really just not there yet. They've just figured it out. but they still have to do the little things in order to master the skill. And so I think that YouTube definitely has that as well, where just like my second graders, and speaking from my own personal standpoint, really, just like the second graders, there was a point during my YouTube journey where I was like, okay, like, you know, I've started to figure this out, but the reality was that I had just figured out the basics, and then improving on the basics is where real value is in any skill, really, right? Which I could go into a tangent about how I feel like personal skills are, or characteristics, traits of people are skills that you can work on over time. For example, being charismatic. Well, being charismatic is really looking people in the eye and smiling to them, right? Like, that's what a charismatic person does. And, you know, is, you know, helpful or just confident, and outgoing, and seems to be happy. You know, those little things, like, you can work on those little skills, I think. And the first step, you know, the gateway skill of being charismatic, for example, would be, you know, just to actually make outreach for other people. You know, the person that sticks to themselves as opposed to the person that is trying to get to know other people. The second person is the charismatic person, you know, and so there might be a point in time where you're like, well, you know, I'm trying so hard to get out to, you know, to reach out to other people and, you know, to form deeper social connections. And like, I'm doing that first step of being charismatic, but I still don't feel like people are, you know, really absorbing that and, you know, are just feeding off that energy. And that's because there's other skills within that character trait that you can continue to improve on. You know, whether that be just smiling all of the time or your body language, like all of these little things really do add up. And I do think that you can work on, and you don't have to agree with me. You can work on these skill sets over time. Of course, Pop So Buff, you are now in 2 of our worlds, which is which is such a fun thing to have. Again, I mean it. It really is a blast being able to have the world come to life. I think is the best way to put it. I'm just changing the music very quickly. Why don't I grab a quick sip of water too? But yeah, guys, I'd love to know what are y'all up to for this week? And what time is it for y'all? Up So Buff, I have a feeling it's probably the evening for you. I mean, I really do appreciate the support. This is the early hour of the day. We'll probably be live streaming for a couple of hours or so, which is my plan. I really want to be pushing myself to connect with you all more and also be able to just get more work done as we've been talking about. So, what I noticed is from the last live stream at like 4 a.m. my time, it was very quiet for the first hour. And then things started to pick up a little bit more. And I'm kind of curious. I haven't checked myself, but I was inspired to do this sort of live stream by a YouTuber that I kind of stumbled across recently. His name is Flappy MC. And he has a streaming schedule for 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. He's been live streaming. And so I know that I'm going to do the exact same thing kind of this week, but then I'm going to Spain, so I won't be able to hang out with you guys. Unfortunately, I will be abroad, of course. But I was kind of looking because I woke up around like 3:30 or so, my time, which is 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and he said that, you know, and I think he's been very consistent about streaming at this point. So I am curious if he's live streaming as well. And I know that he had a video that came out yesterday, as well as we had our video come out on Saturday, which was a Replay Mod cinematic installation tutorial, which got like no views, but I was expecting for it to get no views. It is not entertaining. It is very much search-driven content. But the most watched video on my channel is a Replay Mod cinematic, and as you guys know, I really love making my cinematics. So I just knew that the right thing to do, and a very helpful thing to do, based on the feedback that I got on my tutorial, was a lot of people were struggling with installing Replay Mod and kind of just setting it up. So I wanted to provide that resource for people. So I'm still happy that I did it, although it has like no views, but at the same time, I would be definitely lying. It's like, it's always a good feeling when you have a video that outperforms. You know, a 1 out of 10 is always a good feeling, where a 10 out of 10 is never a good feeling. And most of my videos here on the main channel, as of the last like month or so, have pretty much been 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, and 10 out of 10s. Which is totally fine. I'm not giving up. I'm not going anywhere. It's part of the process. But the first part of 2025 was completely 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, just back to back to back to back. And I kind of thought during that period of time, I was like, when is my luck gonna run out? Like, you know, because not all of your videos are gonna just outperform and outperform and outperform. For the most part, unless you are one of those anomalies, one of those people that really understand how to attack and tweak the YouTube game, which I love the learning process of, but I am totally nowhere near there yet. Yeah, it's 6:42 p.m. for you. Don't feel like you have to share it, but I would love to know where you're living at. I am living here in Colorado in the United States. So for me, we are on Mountain Standard Time, which makes sense. But I don't know. I know that I could never be a late night streamer. Like, I could be an early morning streamer. Because for me, you know, I feel like some of my best creative energy and also a lot of my productivity comes in the morning. I know a lot of people relate to that. But for me, especially when it comes to like social battery, I don't think I could never stream into the early hours of the morning, but I could start streaming if I went to sleep and then woke up. And I know a lot of people that do like more of like the late night stream. They will also, you know, use like an energy drink or like coffee or that sort of thing. And I don't want to do that late at night. That sounds like the worst possible thing for me. But the good thing is I can like very slowly sip upon my pre-workout. Like just lightly, like slowly but surely. And it helps me wake up a little bit. And then at the same time, I have some water next to me, which will help me kind of keep my voice as lubricated as possible. And so I can kind of slowly wake up with you guys. And so I think that the value from the stream only kind of continues to increase the more that I hang out with you. Like the longer I hang out with you guys on stream, actually the better the stream gets in the morning. Where the longer I would hang out with you on stream at night, very quickly, after some point in time, the stream would get much worse. And that's something I really can't control. I would just run out of battery, where right now I'm starting to, you know, fuel the battery and, you know, charge the battery and, yeah, just wake up for the day. You live in the Philippines. That's very cool. Man, I know that we were talking about this, but it's just so cool. It really is so cool seeing so many people around the world that we all love the same thing together, and can relate to it and connect to it. Actually, for example, I'm going to take out my phone very quickly, and I just want to share something. Okay, so these are all of the transactions, not all the purchases, but all of the people that have come to my website for the Replay Mod starter kit, just since midnight. Okay, there's people from Singapore, Australia, Oregon, Virginia, Ontario, Canada, Iran, Vietnam, Pakistan, Oregon, California, India, other places in India, Bulgaria, Poland, Germany, Virginia, Saudi Arabia, and then more California. Those are all of the people literally just in the last 6 hours from all around the world that have come and taken a look or purchased the masterclass, the Replay Mod starter kit, which is so cool, I think. And if you're ever interested in starting or growing a Minecraft YouTube channel, it is my cheat code for you all to stand out with visuals, to make all of the skills and kind of assets in particular that I use in order to make really high quality cinematics, which I think is like the only reason, if I'm being honest, that I stand out on this platform in particular. And if you use the code Slipstream, actually, which is a stream-only link as well, you will get an extra 20% off, and it's on the early bird pricing for, I think, about 6 more people or so. So it's definitely worth taking a look at, and it's a resource that you will have for life. So I'm really proud of it. It feels good to... And I didn't think about this until I started making educational content recently. For a long time, I thought like, well, so many people have given out, information and education in Minecraft over the last 15 years. And I'm curious as to whether or not any of y'all are familiar with the YouTuber Pixel Riffs. He's one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers. And he has always done the Minecraft survival guide, where he explains how to play the game in a Let's Play sort of style. And he has done 2 playthroughs of that, and I'm sure many of you all may know of Waddles as well, who again is one of my favorite YouTubers. And they've both done that. But I have a feeling that it's going to be a while until one of them kind of starts afresh and really starts giving information from day one based on the new Minecraft updates. And there's also something to be said about when you're starting a YouTube channel. It seems like there's so many people that are doing it that it's like, how can I stand out? But I think that the reality is that there's actually less people that are consistently doing something, and so knowledge continues to change, and more information and is brought to the game as we have more updates. So I kind of thought about it more, and I was like, you know what, maybe I do have, and again, I'm a teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher. So I was like, Slip, like, you're a teacher, like, why don't you actually try your best out here to provide something of value? But honestly, in a selfish way, I was like, well, I enjoy kind of just playing the game. Like, I want to just be strictly an entertainer and that sort of thing. But I think I've started to realize more and more recently, and I've been thinking about it as well, that there's so much value to give and fulfillment to be had from that value through educating other people, and then at the same time that there's actually a whole ton more space for continuing to educate people in Minecraft, whether that be little tools and assets, or how to actually make content for YouTube, which is something I really want to help people with, especially. But actually, guys, we may be okay when it comes to our sands now. Oh my gosh, Puff So Buff, please don't worry about it whatsoever. I love connecting with you guys, and whenever you guys have questions I really do love responding to them. So please continue if anything comes to mind. But I genuinely just really appreciate you guys all waking up with me in Minecraft this morning, in hearing my early morning rants and rambles and life experiences, with hopefully some soothing music in the background. And I am happy that the shaders seem to be working out at the moment. So one thing that's so important about a Minecraft world and a forever world is that the world continues to just get prettier and prettier over time. And there's always going to be a bit more of that ugly period. And I totally still think that we're in that ugly period of this kingdom. But the little additions that you can make, like these, you know, like our comment of the day, little gazebo on the water over here, as we get up to all of our storage areas, like it starts to come together. The more you can establish sight lines, you know, maybe kind of something. I don't know. I'm still struggling. This has been the hardest kingdom for me to plan, but at the same time, I think that the final product here is going to be absolutely insane. Like, I really do. I'm very excited for it. So I think that for right now, we will place down our sand in here, and then we'll go and feed the sheepsies once again. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. I'm happy with that. Okay, and our wheat is over here, I believe. What do you guys think? What sort of little things can I add? I want to add a bunch of like lore, like story-based, desert kingdom-based sort of, I don't know, little theme and accent pieces. But I'm still thinking about it. We'll grab our wheat and head on over to our sheep pen, which I really do need to fix. It is very bad looking. And Puff So Buff, what kind of homework are you doing? You're grinding. And that makes me happy. I don't know, I almost thought about doing this as kind of like a study with me sort of playlist. All right, we'll make our way back in here, close the door, take out some of our wheat. Oh no. Oh no, we're about to run out of grass for the sheep right here. Oh, that's not a good thing. I think that as soon as that one piece of grass is gone, then it's not going to be able to regrow anymore. Which is no bueno. But yeah, actually, I'm okay with a couple of sheep maybe coming out here. There's more grass for them to actually chomp on. Maybe we'll try to give them a new residence very quickly, too. Oh, doing some math? What kind of math? If it is easy math, I'm a math teacher. If it's something I could help out with, mental math. I'm also, math has always been my worst subject, though. Which is worth mentioning, I think. Where do we want to put these guys? I have a feeling... Oh, where'd they go? Actually, why don't we just let them be? Why don't you go be free? I'll hit stop recording. And then in our upcoming video next week, you guys will hopefully see me taking a look at our sheep friend in the early morning sun. And you'll remember it was from this moment at stream. Okay. Then hit stop recording on the replay mod. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to be a bad person. Very quickly. before the sun sets, because we need two things, and those two things are iron and boom. Okay. Iron and poppies. And what would you know? We have a massive source of both of them just wandering around the kingdom. And although it's been nice to have some extra life with all of the iron golems, it's actually, for me, it's almost just a little bit too much. I'd rather have you all in the kingdom. Which again, if you leave a comment during the stream, we'll put your name into the kingdom. And then members and super chatters will get a special build dedicated to themselves as well. Looks like we're 1 too high. This is nerve-wracking. We're gonna go for 2 at once. We're gonna go for 2 at once. Okay. I think we'll fare out. And I literally have barely been doing any mining for iron. I feel like whenever I play in the desert, that's how I do it. I never mine like at all for iron. But we're doing a lot of preparation as well in order to get ready for a massive build, which some of you guys may have seen based on our Creative World streams. That's going to be over here, and it is a huge iron farm. So again, we have like 5 more iron golems right here, which is insane. But we'll head to sleep for the night, and then we'll continue our slaughtering. Okay, and for me, I feel like no matter how many times I do this, I still get so nervous every single time. 2 and a 3 and a 4. Take a swipe at this guy. Oh, I'm realizing, man, I'm so bad at this. Hitting this out. Oh, we've gained a subscriber, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate the support. We're at 6,476 subs. And I think it's really fun seeing how many subs we start out with at the beginning of stream, and then at the end of the stream, I kind of look back at it all. I'm like, oh man, it's cool. Me giving out my soul for hours in the morning has gotten a couple of people that would maybe like to see more of me, which is a good feeling. Although this song is a little too spooky. So we'll go back to something that is a little bit more early morning vibe. Do we have our bow? Yeah, we do, but unfortunately no arrows. So we'll have to get closer to this guy once again. Man, they always walk away, y'all. How frustrating. Okay, we will try this out once again. 3 and 4. Oh, I get so nervous every time. Give a couple more swipes of this sword right here. Take him on down. And then after we do this, just so that we continue to get as many sheep as possible, we will go back to the pen, but we'll take our poppies and we will take all of our wool and come on. Ugh. If we have enough, if we're good to go, then we will launch on into building, which I'm very excited for. I want to see. It's so nice when you finish a build, you get to see it. Oh no. Really blend in with the environment, and especially with the desert being so barren, every little build that I'm making to this area, as you can see, really starts to improve on those sight lines. And it also gives me a better idea of what I'm looking for, because although I have ideas for what I want this kingdom to look like, I'm still not totally there yet. Let's go. Come on, stop walking away from me. Mr. Cucumber, hey, thanks so much for coming to wake up with me this morning in Minecraft. I'd love to know what time it is for you. And I get my music from Epidemic Sounds. I have a subscription, and I think it's been very worth it. I know that YouTube Music can be something that's helpful, the audio library, and I totally recommend it for a lot of people. How did you get all the way up here? I totally recommend the audio library for a lot of people. It kind of just got to a point for me where I was ready to really invest in myself as a content creator. And I think that you even if you do this as a hobby, like you can, I don't know, I am a very frugal person. Like, I really like to make sure that what I'm purchasing or spending my money on is of pretty good value, and is worth. I don't know if that's 4, and I'm too nervous. I'm too nervous. But I knew that I wanted to really pursue this as a hobby, and I'm doing this both as a hobby, and I would really love to be able to have the opportunity to do this full time. I love the process so much. You know, that's why it's just 5 a.m. my time, and I'm hanging out with you guys. But even when I was really starting to do it just as a hobby, it really was, I think, helpful to, I don't know, invest in myself. Like, learning Premiere Pro now has made it so that I have the skill set of doing, you know, semi-professional video editing work, and I know that if my life was to fall apart, I could always make some money on the side as a video freelance editor. And so then also being able to have a huge catalog of copy-free music, which is something that made my life a lot easier, and I think that it helped my ability to improve. So I'm happy with that, and I'm not at all affiliated, let's be clear here, with Epidemic Sound. But that's just what I've done. But I do know for a lot of people, and especially if you're starting out, I do think that using audios, or the audio library, is very, very helpful for people. It's currently 6 a.m. for you? Well, thank you. I'd love to know if any of you guys are working, who here is remote, or is there anyone that is going in to work in person today and is starting to gear up for the day? And we are about to put you into the kingdom as well. I really need to fix my storage system. There's so many things that I need to fix. We'll take out our signs once again. And actually, I kind of like having your name here. Thank you so much for commenting. Hey, what up, Cobb? Happy Monday morning, my man. I am taking up that early hours of the day, as you know. Mystic Cucumbers. Boop. What a great username, too. Oh, it's so fun having you guys in the kingdom. Cobb, we'll put you in here, too. Let's see. I kind of want to put you inside here. If you ever... and Mystic Cucumber, I have a lot of things to share about starting off on Minecraft YouTube. And actually, on the second channel, we ended up making a video yesterday about it. I think that Cobb, I'm gonna put you right here. Cobb was here. Yeah, you know, well, one thing, you know, and I know it's cheesy, but it's really true, and I do have to mention it as a result of how true it is. Just start. Really start making content, and it's okay if it's not perfect at first. You will get so much better over time. But for me, there was probably 9 months or so after making this YouTube channel before I actually really made a video and went into it. And in order to do that, I had to invest in myself a little bit. Like, if you don't have a microphone, then you need a microphone, you know? If you don't have a headset where you could speak into the camera and then or into the microphone and hear people, well, then you need to do that. If you don't have a video editing software and you're trying to get into it, well, I recommend, if you can, learning the skills of a professional grade editing software, but you don't have to start with Premiere Pro. You can do DaVinci Resolve, I believe, which is free. I think it is. I think Cobb uses it. And then OBS is what most people use to kind of record. And then there's tons of different little things. I would say that if you're really trying to like stand out at first, being able to have like good visuals and good audio are really important. So making sure that the quality of your game is the highest that you can with the performance, I think. And so, I focus more on the quality. The performance in the game could be a little bit better here, I think. But really focusing on trying to, little bit by little bit, improve. So for me, cinematics, I think, are one of the best ways to stand out on YouTube. And so that's why I made the Replay Mod Starter Kit. So you're more than welcome to take a look at that. It's kind of like a full guide with tons of different assets and lots of kind of industry secrets when it comes to making cinematics. So I think that's an easy way to kickstart the process. But, also your YouTube content is a full package. It's also you and your personality, and your personality will come out more the more that you create content. Not only and your commentary will improve, you will just get better at it over time. And so I do think that there's a lot of tools to not only make you better, but also to kind of kickstart the process as well, and make learning how to do YouTube just easier and more user-friendly and engaging without it having to be as difficult as people make it out to be. But it can still be difficult to start out. So on the second channel, about 2 days or so ago, I actually made a YouTube video. Okay, we do have our wheat. Called "How to Start a Minecraft Channel in 2025." So it's definitely worth taking a look at. And I have about 5 links or so with like, if you ever want to make a profile picture like me, well, I have the link for that. If you ever want to quickly download OBS, it's right there. Tons of just different little resources to help you get started on your progress. And then also thinking about, what do you want to get out of this? And my experience is that you don't know what you're actually going to get until you start. Because it's the people that you meet along the way, and the community, the friends that you end up making, and the portfolio and the skills that you end up acquiring that, for me, just speaking for myself, have made all of the difference. And so I say, why don't we head back up here? Try to take out some of our materials for our build that we'll be able to start on up pretty soon, actually, which is very exciting. I think that will take more of our sandstone over here. We may have to smelt down a bit of sandstone, but that's okay. We might as well take our walls as well. Put away some emeralds. Actually, it's a good thing that we're starting to get more and more. We have 15 red poppies, 13 right there. I don't know. Can you make red dye with beetroot? Oh, you can. We're good. Oh, perfect. Oh, great. Oh, this is working out. Okay. That makes me happy. Why don't we take out our wool right there? We can make it into red wool. Great. Oh, cool. Take out some more there too. We still have more. What? How did this guy get in here? Ooh. How did you not save me? How did you let him get in there? That was not cool. I could have died. I have my my kind of like sound volume down for like impacts and hits and that sort of thing. Ooh, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. Let's see, we'll take out more of our white wool. And then the real question here is really going to be, how many banners are we able to make out? 6, oh, wait. Only 14. Okay, do we have any more red dye? If not, we'll take out our beetroot seeds. That's frustrating. Let's see how many I need for the build. The second channel is Mentor Slip. You can find it if you go to my homepage and scroll down a little bit. You'll see crafters that I vouch for. And the first one is my other self. Let's see. We need 16 actually, so we're pretty close here. I say let's continue collecting the rest of what we need. We need 119 smooth sandstone. We have 91, so we need to smelt a little bit more. And then smooth sandstone stairs. So we are going to have to do a little bit of smelting. That's okay. Oh, the biggest thing about DaVinci is that it'll push your computer pretty hard. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if I can say that because I have a gaming laptop. Like, my rig is really not like, if you're like, oh, I want to have like quality like me, like I have a gaming laptop and my microphone is the HyperX Quadcast Pro, which is like $150. It's really nothing that special. So it's very possible to start off. Premiere Pro works fine on my computer. For the most part, if I'm trying to like edit down a 100 days video and it's like hours and hours of work, that's a little different. I think we're going to be using more red actually. So what we will do is we'll harvest our wheat field quickly too. And then we can actually place it back down with beetroot, which will be a nice visual change up for the area too. After so many hours and days with the same field in the kingdom, we're now officially on day 2021. Let's see, we're gonna, why don't we head into, this is like my least favorite, oh, there's no village. Okay. Just kidding, they're all, where did they go? Did they just spawn in? That's very interesting. Let's see here. Okay. I definitely need tons of mangrove. What else do we need for wood? That's really it, actually. We need tons of barrels. Okay. We'll take our oak logs for that. Okay, then we'll head over this way. Why don't we grab... I kind of only have one stone cutter for the world. And man, this is what happens. This is the back and forth and the back and forth. Cheer you very quickly. Thank you. Exactly, Cobb. Yeah, literally like 30 seconds per action. At that point, it's like, I just want to get the file out so that I can actually regain space on my computer again. That's my experience, at least. Okay, so we'll place our mangrove in our mangrove in here. Why don't, for the time being, we make life easier on us and make a crafting table. Place that guy down here. Make a ton of our planks and then a whole ton of slabs as well. Then we'll come in here and... Oh, I think we only needed 29 barrels. So things are starting to look up for us. Actually, we want the stone cutter, but we want to place away the red banners. Place that guy up here. And this is kind of... This is the life of Light Manica. We need some spruce leaves. Mangrove buttons, easy. We may need to go and get some clay. Oh, Cobb. I'd love to know. Cobb, what do you think of the... I'm sure you probably have noticed by now. I feel like we're pretty up to date with each other's content. On my Instagram and on my TikTok, I deleted 250 posts, and I started a new sort of short form style, which is, I don't know, I think it's a little bit higher quality. Guys, I was just using, honestly, I was reusing my cinematics on short form, and then I was using AI to ask Minecraft to give me tips that I could then kind of put into short form media. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be able to put out so much content. And I've been putting out like 3 pieces of content on Instagram and on TikTok, which the handle, if any of you guys are wondering, is at CinematicsLib. I'll type it. That's but what was happening was that the AI was actually, although I was asking for it to not repeat any tips and to give me like up-to-date tips and like actually correct tips, it wasn't. It kept making mistakes, and although I was getting views on it, I was like, this is such low quality work, and I was like, this does not represent who I am as a person. I was like, I need to get rid of this. So now okay, I did put it in there. So now we are switching it up and doing a bit more of a cinematic style. I don't know, I really do want to focus on teaching people how to improve their Minecraft visuals as much as possible, and again, in particular, using the replay mod as we start another cinematic as the sun begins to set in this beautiful wheat field. We'll continue to punch it on down. Yeah, I think the higher effort stuff is definitely better. I think I was probably inspired by you. And then I don't know if you use Instagram yourself, but I'd actually let me know for you guys. Do you watch more Instagram or do you watch more TikTok? Because for me, I totally I've always been an Instagram person. Actually, my first time really getting into social media, you guys might find this cool, or maybe not, I don't know. I ended up making an Instagram page when I was about like 14 or 15 years old, that was dedicated to showing off GoPro content. Now, if you remember when the original GoPro cameras were coming out, you may remember that the GoPro team did a fantastic job of, and they continue to, of showing all the incredible things that you can film and show off in your life with the GoPro camera. And so I, of course, as a kid, was super enthralled about it, and I loved making GoPro content. And actually, my main personal Instagram has hundreds of videos of kind of cinematic style, honestly, of me making GoPro cinematics, and I love cinematics very clearly. But I made this community page on Instagram, and it ended up getting to about 30 or 35 thousand followers on Instagram. And I loved doing it. I actually ended up getting a whole ton of sponsorships as well, from different kind of like GoPro related companies. And then I was still a kid at the time. So I was like getting tons of products for free and like really learning how to grow an audience. And I'm so happy. I'm sure that's why I always continue. I just love building community online and trying to see, I don't know, what it's like to be able to connect with people around the world. And I've always enjoyed that process, especially with the things that we have in common, you know, the things that we love. And so I ended up making that channel, ended up getting it quite successful. And then I was filming and I had a case that I was doing some like adventuring like a day or two beforehand. And then my hometown is right on the water in Massachusetts. And so I was going out along the rocks on the water, and I wanted to get an underwater shot, which of course is something that you can do with your GoPro camera. But the case that I had it in, and these were the old GoPro cameras. It was before they were all really just totally waterproof. It was all about the case beforehand. The case broke, and I was out of a camera that my dad had gotten for me, and I had built a massive following with, and I was totally out of luck. And I think I was really too young to really be working at that point in time. I think that on the weekends, my brother and I would wake up early, and we would kind of walk around our hometown actually with a lawnmower, and we would mow different people's lawns around town. So we had a bit of money, but I think it was like $20 per lawn and that sort of thing, and we did like 3 or 4 lawns every Saturday. And so like $500 or whatever that it took to get a new GoPro was way too out of my reach. And so what I actually ended up doing is I wrote a letter to Nick Woodman, who is the CEO of GoPro, and I told him about my Instagram channel, and I sent it to him and how much I loved his cameras and the community. And he actually wrote back to me, and he sent me about $250 worth of GoPro accessories, and said how much he loved the Instagram channel. And so when I was younger, I thought that I wanted to be a video editor or a content creator for GoPro. So again, I've really always had just a love for making videos. But unfortunately, things actually ended up switching up very drastic. Oh, I forgot to put in the beetroot. No one said anything. Okay, we'll go up to this part right here, and then we'll put in beetroot for the other parts. That's so funny. Cobb, you've never had an Instagram before? I don't know. For me, I don't know. TikTok is too flashy for me. Like, it's too fast paced almost. I like the slower sort of vibe. And Instagram is much more kind of like cinematic and thematic in general, I would say. Okay, and now we switch to the beetroot. But then, so I thought that I was like in the game. I was like, I'm like 15 years old, and I have an Instagram, and I have sponsorships, and the CEO of GoPro has already reached out to me and clearly sees that I'm doing good things. I'm like, by the time like I'm a working adult, like I will totally have this GoPro thing in the bag. And then I was not the only Instagram kind of community page that was showing off other people's content. And the reason that I wanted to do it was because it was so hard. That was all we had for beetroot. Wow. Especially back in the day, it was really hard to actually make GoPro footage that looked like what GoPro was making. And so actually being able to see what other people were making was inspiring for other community members that loved GoPro stuff, including myself. And so that's what, you know, I was not the only community fan page, and I was not the biggest fan page either. And so one day I woke up and every single fan page, including myself, was taken down from Instagram. GoPro ended up changing its mind, and I think that they wanted the distribution of GoPro content at this point in time to be more insular and more restricted to themselves. And so they literally ended up having Instagram take down every single Instagram account that was GoPro community related. And I got an email, and all of my friends that were in the kind of community fan page community, they also got an email, and all of our accounts were all taken down on the same day. And if you make Minecraft content, it's kind of the feeling of like, you know, YouTubers know other YouTubers. Like, we're friends because we're doing the same thing. It was very much like that. Like, I was friends with the other people that were making GoPro Instagram community theme pages. And so we were all just like, oh, what happened? And some people, you know, and I was getting closer and closer to making money off of it as well. And so I totally thought that I had it down, but then eventually, or one day, I just woke up and everything fell apart, and I didn't know what to do, because I was like, I'd love to start this again if I could, but I couldn't start it again because GoPro did not want for us to do that. So there wasn't anything we could do about it. Oh, we lost a subscriber. Oh, we lost a sub. I'm sorry. But yeah, Instagram for me is much more, I don't know, soothing. It seems, I don't know, what would you guys say the vibe of Instagram is? I feel like it personally is a little bit more, I don't know, it's a little bit more professional, I would say, but at the same time, it's just a little bit less punchy and like in your face. And so, I don't know, that probably, it makes sense that I like it there a lot. Like, if you look at my content for the most part, it is pretty professional looking. You know, I try to make that high quality vibe. And, you know, I'm also not the sort of person that's kind of just like throwing off F-bombs and like, I don't know, I do keep an image that is a little bit more of that professional, and also kind of cinematic vibe. And I feel like Instagram definitely gives that. Definitely interesting having a couple of rows of our beetroot right there. But always a good feeling to have more wheat. And we will not be using this field for that much longer either, I don't think. Although our inventory, to no surprise, is filling up very quickly once again. We will head back over to our sheep friends. I'm sure they will be happy to get some more wheat. Yeah, I think TikTok skews younger. But here's the thing, Cobb, like, you know, you and I both are, you know, and Miso probably more, you know, like, you know, I'm, you know, closer to the younger audience, like, but you and I both are not necessarily the younger audience. You know what I mean? But we still both have TikTok, and you only have TikTok. But actually, all of my posts do better on Instagram than on TikTok. I think I have like 275 TikTok subscribers or followers, but I have almost 400, almost more than 25% more for the same amount of posting on my Instagram than on my TikTok. And it's, I don't know, it's always been the platform that I know how to use more. Actually, you know, since we have plenty of wheat, don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Oh, and actually, this button right here is cycle trades. I wanted to switch it around until I made sure I got wheat. I could do that. Such a nice quality of life feature. I'm like forgetting how to get emeralds. What did I just do? How did I just make all this pumpkin pie? I just wasted all the emeralds. What just happened? I guess I needed food. That was not cool. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. We will come and swipe a little bit more wool off of this guy. Oh, I hit him by accident. I'm sorry, man. Then actually, we have 56 iron. That's good. We are going to make a couple of iron buckets, which, for me, this is a really good feeling. As soon as I have enough iron to actually have enough iron buckets for like a lava farm, in particular, then I really start feeling good to go. I can get smelting up very quickly. And this down here is, again, there's so many iron golems. Our little enchantment area, but it's also our lava area too. Yeah, I know. Your last short, which if any of you guys haven't checked out Cobb's most recent short video, it's very well done. It's very funny too. So take a look at it. It got 10,000 YouTube short views and then only 500 on TikTok. It really is so interesting how differently your content will perform based on the platform. I think we will take, why don't we take 3 stacks? Actually, I take that back. We'll take 5 stacks. Because we should still, and who knows? It's not hard to get more sandstone. I think we do need this amount in order to have everything that we need for our build, which we'll be building very soon too, which I'm excited about. But we'll head in here very quickly. Why not head to sleep for the night? And then this is my little smeltery area, which, as you can definitely tell, needs some improvement. But we'll start smelting away up here. Why not do 4 furnaces worth? It's good to have some stone in return from that as well. And we're definitely starting to fill up here. Organize my inventory very quickly. And then we have been streaming for about 90 minutes or so. I can tell that I definitely have to use the restroom and whatnot. So I am going to take a quick 5-minute break or so. And then we are just about ready to start building, which is going to be a very good feeling. So what I've kind of been enjoying doing when I've been going to the bathroom on stream recently is kind of giving you guys a cinematic angle as much as possible. Maybe I'll have myself peeking out in the background just like that. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Also, hey Haley. What mod? I'll let you know before I go very quickly. And then I'll be right back. I think I use Inventory Essentials. I think it's this one right here. The other one that is worth... Oh, actually, just kidding. It's this one right here. It's Nemo's Inventory Sorting. This one's very helpful. Yeah, I don't have too many mods right now, but that one is very good. But I'll be back in a minute. Oh no, I moved the mouse. 1 second. Now I'll be back. Hour two of stream, baby. We're waking up. I can feel it. I just washed my face. The first couple of minutes of stream at like 4 a.m. It's funny. It's when you make content, you get, or at least for me, and I think it's a good thing, honestly. It means that you care about what you're doing. Usually the first like couple of sentences are a little bit harder to get out, especially when you're waking up first thing in the morning. But I was inspired by another Minecraft YouTuber in order to start doing these early morning live streams, a guy named Flappy MC. And since I wake up so early, I caught the beginning of one of his streams as he was really just starting to wake up. And I realized that the first couple of sentences, maybe the first like minute or so of his live stream, maybe it was a little bit more difficult for him. But then, a very short period of time later, he was able to get into the flow of things. And so it was really just so inspiring for me. I was like, I felt like I could never live stream early in the morning, even though I'm up early in the morning. And now I'm like, wait, actually, this is a great way to live stream. One thing I was talking about earlier is that when you are live streaming later into the night, the longer the stream goes, the less energy that you have. But the longer the stream goes for me in the morning, the more energy I actually have. So the longer the stream goes, actually, the at least I hope so. If you think so, you've been hanging out. If you haven't left a like on the stream, please do. But I think that the stream actually does happen to get better and better over time. And so I've really been enjoying it. And once again, we will be continuing to do this as much as I can for the next week, maybe 10 days or so. And then I'm going to Spain. So I will not be playing any Minecraft for about a month or so. And I'll keep you guys updated. I do kind of have like a secret third channel. That is my real life person. A couple of you guys know about it. And I haven't done a lot of it. I used to, I was pushing myself to post as consistently as possible, but I've been thinking a lot more just about quality recently, and how I'd rather give you guys my best. So if you'd ever like to get a little bit more real life me, I do think that I am going to video document my experience while I am abroad in Spain, and then I will edit it all together. And I'll let you guys know when that is ready to go if you're interested in taking a look at it. Okay, so we are out of lava, but we are just about done smelting up our sandstone right here. Yes, we are. We have our smooth sandstone as soon as this one finishes. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being smelted down and ready for us to go. And so the big thing really here... Actually, I think I take it back. I think we need even more sand. That's crazy. Let's check our inventory, see if we have enough. That's not going to be the spot for it. I think we have to actually head up here. I think I have more sand. Again, in the desert, you would not... Oh, we do have more smooth sandstone. Perfect. Man, you would think that in the desert I would have more. I like literally the resource that I get the most of and have the least of at the same time, and I really don't even feel like I've used that much of it, is our sand. Like, that's literally all we have. But that's okay, actually. So we will head on over here and head to our stone cutter. And one thing, I usually kind of... I'm so bad when it comes to actually preparing for my Lightmatica builds. I literally just kind of like spray down the blocks that I think, and then I always have too much of certain blocks than not enough of other blocks. And then I have to go and harvest more. Okay, so that's 128. We're almost at 200. We'll do another stack right here. It's a lot of stairs in this build. Oh my gosh. Still not enough. I don't think we're gonna... I don't know. This is interesting. Okay, why don't we take another half of stack of the smooth sandstone, and then we're gonna take... Do I need any normal sandstone? I do not. So we'll actually be able to take, after we organize very quickly, all of the sandstone that we have. This is a beautiful song too. I really enjoyed the song. Maybe put away some of the things that we don't need and get disorganized very quickly, as we always do here. And if you're wondering what these things are, I have a sleeping bag and I also have a hammock right here. Those are the comforts mod, and I really like the comforts mod. I'll show you guys. This is a sleeping bag right here. You can see that it only takes 3 pieces of wool, so you don't need any wood in order to get one. But I actually like it better than the bed. I think that it's better looking. Oh, I can't place it down until night. I'll show you guys in a little bit. But then we'll head into here, and all of our sandstone is going to go into our cut sandstone, because we need like 600 blocks. I think when I was making this in Lightmatica, I must have made a mistake. And used too many blocks, probably when building with Axiom. This is a lot of sand. Of cut sandstone. But at the same time, I will show you guys, actually. I think it's just about time that we put back up the Lightmatica schematic. It's not that big of a build, it feels like to me. We'll have to see. It looks like we need an oak door, maybe a couple of them, so we can take out our oak logs. Make 2 rounds of doors, giving us 6 in all. And then what else do we need? I know we need some pots. We need some spruce leaves. Oh my gosh, this is so much. Okay. I'm genuinely not sure if we're gonna have enough cut sandstone. Oh, I just wasted some too. I didn't put it through the stone cutter. Oh, what a bummer. F in the chat. Let's see, we'll take this. See how many that gives us. We're almost there. We have 644. We are so close. We are so close. Okay, but we'll need some decorated pots as well. I can't believe... Oh, we have more sand. We might be okay. We're cutting it down to the wire. Let's take a look. Let's do one. We have one more than what we need. We need 682, and we have 683. Talk about clutch. And then we need cut sandstone slabs. We have those. How many lanterns? 24. It's going to be expensive. Let's see, we can put away a couple of these things real quick. I only want to try to use half of our iron for the lanterns. 24. That's 24 exactly. Wow, we're clutching up. We're clutching up right now. Okay. Big win right there. We'll put away some more of our materials. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Why don't we put down one more barrel? Because we need it right now. Okay. I think just a little bit more sand. We have our barrels. And then our pots. And as you can see, we're actually going to be using a couple of gold blocks in this build too. And I'm very excited to use it. I was like, why am I just going to have these gold blocks just sitting in here? Like, there's no reason for me to. And I have 23 gold blocks. So I think we'll use them. Don't think we need anything else in there. But we'll see if we have any pots. I have a feeling we could have run out. We have 2 decorated pots. Anything that's like a decorational piece, I know that I've probably used. Yeah, so we will head into the ocean very quickly before the sun sets if we can. Okay. Yeah, what's everyone up to today? I will be hanging out with you guys this morning, and then we'll hit the gym, and then I will continue to do some content creation. I'm not exactly sure yet. I want to keep making the short videos that we were kind of talking about earlier. Actually, let's grab a door very quickly. Make our life a little bit easier. I do think that it's going to look good, as you can kind of tell, when we actually are able to get this build up in the world. I think it's going to fill in things a lot. And also, the Wandering Trader has not shown up in a very long time, and I would appreciate for him to be able to give us some more bits and bobs, definitely. But we'll head in here, we'll grab our doors for the moment. Make sure that we have our axe as well, and our shovel, of course. And then we'll start bouncing around off the coastline over here. Why not start another cinematic on up? Parkour on in. See if we can find ourselves some clay. Which it looks like we happen to have some right over here. Eating? I know that you had barbecue last time. I'd love to know what's on the food agenda for today. Pop So Buff, what did I have for dinner last night? I worked, if you're in the Discord, you may know that I worked the farmer's market yesterday. I kind of treated myself last night. My favorite food is hamburgers, but I don't usually make them for myself. So I made some hamburgers yesterday, which was really good, and then I had a side salad with it. And it was delicious. And then I was making the short form videos that I was talking about earlier last night. And for me, I can kind of keep going and keep going and keep going when it comes to like making content. But eventually I'll kind of just hit like an energy wall. And then as soon as I hit that wall, I know that it's time for me to stop. But I can go for a very long time. And I don't want to stop, like, usually when it happens. Oh, guys, one thing I definitely did not think about when walling this area up is that I can't get back in. Some chicken nuggets? That sounds good. Is it kind of like the little, like, 1.5-inch long ones? I really enjoy those. I ended up getting some from the grocery store the other day. But I think I'll probably either have a leftover hamburger for dinner tonight, or I will make a salad. And then on Tuesdays for teachers, one of my favorite places that's very much like Chipotle or a Qdoba, it's buy one, get one for teachers. Did I break? I totally broke the lily pad. And lily pads are hot commodities for me. Lily pads are some of my favorite things in the world, but actually I'll show you guys the sleeping bag very quickly. We'll hit stop recording. Oh, I can't really show you. It instantly goes down. But it's kind of just like thinner. And then it actually picks it right back up for you immediately. I don't have to do anything. Mom cooks the big ones. Oh, the big ones are good too. When I was a kid, I'm a twin actually. Actually, Cobb, I don't even know if you know that. I'm a twin. My twin brother loves chicken patties. Loves chicken patty sandwiches. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, like the freezer breaded chicken patties. My brother went through a phase where that was all he would eat. And at that point in time, I was on like a health kick. I lost about 60 pounds or so and became a personal trainer. So exercise is a very important thing in my life. I kind of remember over here there not being any clay. Oh, guys, do you know? Isn't there like a way as we Naruto run around? Avoid the creeper. Run away from that guy. Okay, let's get out of there. Don't want him to blow up anything. Oh, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, I completely... Man, scared me. Oh, actually, guys, because my storage is so disorganized... No, I did clean it up. Ugh. I was hoping it was disorganized to the point where I still had a couple of pots in here. Oh, but yeah, I was on a health kick, and my twin brother would only eat chicken patties, and I remember I was like jealous because he, when he was a kid, could eat anything, and never gain any weight, but for me, it was very hard to keep off weight, so I couldn't really afford it, with the particular kind of weight loss goals that I had in mind at the time. But, you know, once you figure out eating balance and that sort of thing, you can make more of a space for it. But now whenever I look at, like, oh no! If this guy was a Trident man, I would be dead. I would totally be dead right now. Get out of my house. Get out of my... Oh, drop some copper too. I'll take that. Man, I definitely am starting to run out of clay. Oh, here's what I was going to ask you guys before the creeper came around. Do you guys know of any ways to automate clay production? I feel like there's a way to do it with dripstone. But I am going to sap this area of everything that it has very quickly if I don't find a renewable way of being able to make clay. But I really do think that there's a dripstone way. If any of you guys know, definitely let me know. The run does look so silly. I'm sure that I'll get tired of it. But for right now, I think it's so funny for whatever reason. Okay, that looks good. But again, I have no way of getting up. So silly of me. Silly slip. Tricks are for kids. But I think just about after we smelt this down, we are build ready, which is a good feeling. I feel like I really can get so much work done with you all. Yeah, the run does look so silly. Oh, it starts to rain. You see, I really like the rain like this. I wish that the rain like this also existed in the desert, but it doesn't. For whatever reason, in the desert, it kind of just becomes like a mist. And I understand, but it's so much prettier to have the desert with the rain like this. I think personally, at least. But we'll hop on up. We have no wheat for the moment, so we can't do anything. And then we'll head back to... we have 3 lava buckets. We'll head back to the lava farm. We will smelt down our clay, and then it is just about build time. And I've been looking forward to putting this build into the world for, I don't know, maybe a week or so now, so... I completely missed a couple of spots. I had no idea. I feel like I've walked past that build multiple times too and still never noticed. Okay, head down here. I always forget, for whatever reason, where the lava farm is. It's so silly. Hey, Haley, thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy your week as well. Sending you all the good vibes, and I am excited to see you soon. Enjoy. Sending all the love your way. I do think I need to expand the lava farm. This is kind of a... Man, I play so inefficiently. Literally so inefficiently. And I'm sure many people play that. But I think that sometimes when you're playing in front of other people, it is kind of case in point. It's like, oh wait, no, I really play inefficiently. And I didn't really realize that until actually I started playing on the Lotus SMP and started playing with Cobb in particular. Because he has things down to a system and I absolutely do not. It's all about the journey, you could say. Okay, I think while we wait for that, we'll make some mangrove trapdoors and some buttons. And I think those are the only things that we need and have left to craft. I don't know why, I really like, for whatever reason, Haley's profile picture. Like, I know it's just like the YouTube H, but I don't know why. If any of you guys know the YouTuber Nico, he just has a YouTube profile that looks exactly the same, with an N, but he gets, I mean, tons and tons and tons of views, which is insane. I'm always jealous of the people that can just like be so nonchalant and like just pop off on YouTube. It astounds me every single time. For me, I'm like, I'm so deliberate about the fact that I'm working so hard about this. I feel like. Okay, just a couple more red banners. And then I believe we're good to go, y'all. Good feeling, a good feeling. Put the things that we do not need for the moment away. Although, of course, things are quickly getting disorganized. That is no surprise to me. And while we wait, I say... or whatever, I don't know why that Iron Golem, I thought it was a creeper when he moved for a second, because the cactus right there. Woo! That made me nervous. Okay, actually, let's make our banners, and then we'll do some fishing since it's raining out. I think that can help our loot potential. I do believe. If I'm wrong, definitely let me know. Take out that right there. We need more red dye, huh? Oh, well. I'm sorry that it had to be like this. But you happen to give me red dye, so... and iron, so I need both of those. Boom. Swiper, no swiping. It looks weird mining down wool with a diamond pickaxe. Oh man, if only our beetroot field that we planted, this is why we planted it earlier. Okay, some of it has grown. I do think, I usually like waiting to like, for the entire field to be harvested before I do harvest anything. But we kind of need this right now. Expedite the process a little bit. I don't know if this one's ready. Yes, okay. And that one too? All right. Okay, I think that's the most we can do right now. Giving us 5 more pieces of red wool. I feel like that's only one more banner. which means that we'll only need one more banner after, so that actually might be okay. But yeah, once again, y'all, thank you so much for waking up with me this morning as we are just about ready to get into our build mode. We'll be making some very quick progress very soon, too. See, one banner. That's what I thought. But what you gonna do? Actually, let's use our sleeping bag. We can head to the sleep, or head to sleep for the night. And then, yeah, I always forget it does pick it back up for us. We'll head on, we'll grab our clay, and then we'll be ready to start our building process. Which, if any of you guys have a name for this build, definitely let me know. I feel like this should still be good enough for bricks. But I will place more in, and it will continue to smelt down. So that works for me. And then this outline, this aesthetic that we have in the background will come to life. Are you guys excited for the new update that's coming out tomorrow? And what are y'all's thoughts what are y'all's thoughts on the Happy Ghast? I'd love to hear them. For me, I'm so. Let's see, we need 12. Okay, we have enough. We'll be good to go. We'll make a couple more decorated pots as well. Why don't we make 3? And then I'm gonna put the rest of the flower pots in there. Boom. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're good. Let's go. Time to build. Time to build, y'all. And things usually get more disorganized for me before they get better, though. So what we are going to do is we're going to... this is just a helpful trick for me. I don't know if it's a helpful trick for you. It's just a helpful trick for me. I like to kind of place everything that I'm not going to be using just in a chest. We'll keep this stuff out right now. But I won't use this. Hopefully, won't need to use the sword or the hoe. We need spruce leaves, but we already have those. And then I kind of just try to think about the things that I'm going to need at first. Kind of essentials. Definitely need the banners. Definitely need the doors. And then I kind of just try to take a couple of everything that we have. And usually that gets me pretty set up. And so I think that we'll start with this in our inventory. And then we will head on over to our chest one more time. We can get our spruce leaves. And then it's build time, baby. And then it's build time, baby. There we go. I kind of like having extra accent pieces. We'll bring those over as well. And time for a new build in the world. For episode 6 in the Forever World part of the Desert Kingdom. And we're now on officially day 2026. I think that it's been 13 in-game days for today's live stream. So we're making some good progress, you could say. We'll take that. We'll put those things back out. And then, very importantly, and I appreciate your patience with this, I do have to log out of the game very quickly because I do need to save these replay mod cinematics. My visuals, these cinematics are so important to me that I need to make sure that they save before we really get into the building. And if you would ever like to improve your visuals when it comes to making Minecraft videos, check out the minecraftcreator.com, where I have the Replay Mod starter kit. All of the tools and assets and everything that you might need in order to either start your YouTube channel with one of the best templates possible, or to grow it with everything that you need in order to make the cinematics that you can see in my videos. But as you can see, we've been doing a good amount of work here. So the Replay Mod file is taking a decent amount of time, and that is okay. It's worth having this for the output. And who knows, maybe later on today after I make this build, again, we have a massive build that I need to get done. But we're also, and I'm sure that some of you guys know, we have been doing a 100 Days World right on the river. And I've really been enjoying doing that. So maybe we'll get even more work with that done today. Who knows, maybe even a live stream if you guys would like that. And the reason that I save these replay mods is because if they go all the way down to the end of the screen, then they all, like literally all of them, end up corrupting, and then I can't use a whole ton of progress, which kind of takes away from the story, and I don't like that. So what we are going to do very quickly, I'm just going to, I know I'm going to lock in, so I'm just going to hit the loo very quickly, and then we will officially get into our grind mode, our build mode. Leave a like if you are ready for some good old building right behind me. Alright, it's time, it's time. Time to build, baby. Time to build this morning. Time to do it live. Which I'm able to do pretty much just because Lightmatica. I'm being honest. Oh man, I keep realizing, keep doing this. I'm on the wrong tab every single time. It's supposed to show the subscribers we got the same amount as when we started. That's okay. I really do enjoy just getting to spend some time with you all and make some Minecraft content. So what I am going to do, I'm going to head into my configuration menu right here in Replay Mod, and we will be building layer by layer. What I do need to do first just very quickly is pick up. I don't care about wasting the grass, whatever. I can always get more bone meal. Is take down all of the little grass pieces and bits and bobs that I have had to kind of just fill in the area in the meantime. These were all placed down by me. All of the grass that you can see around here, everything was placed by me. It's the desert, right? So, I'm glad to have had them, but now we'll have a good old base, a good old infrastructure for us to get into the build. So what I'll do, and you can think what you like, is I'm going to go into easy place mode. And one thing that I've found, and you're going to see, we're going to have a lot of stairs in this build. Litematica easy place mode will place every block in the particular orientation that you want. So this is going to save me a whole ton of time, and it will also allow for me to be present with you guys as a commentator, as opposed to focusing strictly on each angle as much. So the cool thing is, as soon as I start placing down these blocks right here, it's literally just going to start painting in the blocks in the area. And so literally what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold down the right mouse click button, and as you can see, everything is just going to go right into place as it should be. And so for me, at first when I heard about this, I was like, that's not how I want to play, how I want to enjoy the game. But then eventually I wanted to get more content out for you all, and I tried it, and I was like, oh, this is so easy, it's almost too easy. But then I continued to do it more, and I was like, well, you know, when it comes to getting you guys more content and more builds, that's what I'm about at the end of the day. But then what I found most influential about it is that, you know, Minecraft is a game where you get to play exactly how you want to play. And so I found that I get more satisfaction out of having actually more builds in the world than I do about being like, oh, I need to focus up so heavily on, you know, doing it in the most frustrating way possible. I guess I would say. Like for me, if I can save some time and frustration, I realize that this part of the process actually is not what gives me the most gratification, I guess is a better way to put it, but actually seeing this build in the world is, and does give me that gratification. And so you're going to see it's, you know, it's not going to take us too long to make this build here. And it's going to look really beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Easy place mode does not always make everything easy. For example, if I want to go to sleep for the night, I do have to go into my settings once again, and I have to go over here and I have to get out of easy place mode. And so I have to do that every single night that I do that. But it's worth the time payout, I think. Draconis, dude! How are you, my man? I hope that you're doing well, man. I miss you, dude. And that's totally my fault because I haven't been on Lotus at all. I just have, I was done with everything for the season. I've seen that you've been doing stuff in the Forever world recently, but dude, I'm doing well. I hope that you're doing well too. I'm excited for the next season of Lotus. I will not be there at the beginning. I am going to be going to Spain in like 10 days or so. But man, I've been thinking about you, dude. Cheers, man. Cheers. Right here we are just building in our desert world. I feel like we're definitely at the ugly part of the kingdom, of the desert kingdom in general, but with each build that we place in, it comes to life, you could say. And then Mario, what's going on? I hope that you are doing well as well. And I have been putting people that comment from chat into our world with some signs. And I'm not going to show you guys right now, but I'll put you guys into the world. Thank you so much for commenting. Easy place mode, if you have used it, it's kind of frustrating going up and down and up and down. And for the sake of the cinematic as well, it's nice. I don't have bamboo, so I can't do any scaffolding. Can I place this here? No. Yeah, sometimes easy place mode won't allow for you to always place it down. That's okay. Usually what I'll do is I'll just go up to the next layer, like you'll see right here. And then we'll come up and we'll do some final finishing touches after. Wait, you can set a hotkey to do easy place mode? Oh, that's game changing. Okay, I definitely need to do that. Because I don't know. Hey, I'm very big at least as of right now as a human being about just like time efficiency and productivity and little system hacks that you can do in order to improve efficiency and whatnot. But Litematica easy place mode also has that like frustrating component of needing to click back and forth every single time. So I think that I will definitely have to take a look at it. I think we are almost done with, or I think we were done with the first round of our stream playlist. So we are officially on to round 2, y'all. We got big things happening this morning, big builds happening this morning. Desert additions happening this morning. But as you can see, I mean, it really is easy. Draconis, do you use Easy Place too? I'd love to run a survey of other YouTubers, other Minecraft YouTubers, be like, okay, how many of you guys use Litematica? And then how many of you that use Litematica use Easy Place mode? Because honestly, I feel like I see more bigger and bigger Minecraft YouTubers use it, and maybe not for everything, but just to use it, whether it be like even like terraforming the area, which is something I haven't done. I like to terraform everything by myself, kind of freeform, but like Flip, like I've been watching a lot of Looney streams, and he does that a lot too. So it'd be fun. I like knowing what everyone else in the game is up to, I guess you could say. Actually, we're starting to get up there. The next layer, I'm so happy that we have the gold blocks in our hand. The next layer, we are going to be able to place a couple of gold blocks up here. As you can see, this layer is also the decorated pots. So I kind of know where we're getting to. But I think, you know, like, if you're doing this full time, then, you want to increase your output and make the biggest thing and, like, or the best thing. And, you know, it kind of is a competition a little bit, you know, as people continue to get better over time at building and creating things in Minecraft. That sometimes, you know, and everyone, if you're a Minecraft content creator, you know the whole bigger is better sort of meta that has always kind of been underlining Minecraft content over the last couple of years. So Litematica, I don't know. I mean, it's essential for me now. It's one of the biggest things that has allowed for me to become a better builder in the game, which may even be more important for me too. Although I am realizing we are going to run into a roadblock very quickly, because we're going to run out of a couple of our blocks, I think. Like maybe even and we still have cut sandstone. But eventually we will. I don't think I have all of the blocks that we need for the build in my inventory. Hopefully we do. But then we're going to have to hop on down. Which is why I try to stuff my inventory as much as I can at first. Hey Kazu, happy Monday, my man. Have I tried to play Minecraft on mobile? Man, I want to say like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I picked it up and tried it. I think it's cool. I've thought about having a mobile world before. But then I eventually I think decided not to. And I think that the reason that I didn't want to have a mobile game for Minecraft is that I knew that eventually it would be taking me away from my my forever world here, or whatever Minecraft world that I was making for YouTube at the time. And I was like, oh, it'd be fun to just have something small, but at the same time, I really do like being able to get as much content out to you all as possible. And the only way that that is possible is for me to really focus on it like the entire time, and dedicate a whole ton of time towards it, which thankfully I love doing. Don't get me wrong. But as you can see, we are going to have to make a quick pit stop and get some more blocks. It looks like our smooth stairs. But then you can see our inventory. All of those hours of material collection are already almost done. My voice is raspy. Give me 1 second, y'all. You'll use easy place mode when doing something really annoying or repetitive. Yeah. I mean, look at these stairs. Like, they're just kind of placed in weird ways that would get annoying and repetitive, so hopefully that fits the bill. But let's place down the last couple of materials that we can. Always be on the lookout for where we place down our banners on the side here. And then one thing that's been kind of nice, just to be safer about dropping down there, since I've been building these leaves off the side, is that I can kind of go like that. But as y'all can see, the design down here, you wouldn't ever be able to tell, right? But this would be very annoying. That would have been very annoying and repetitive to have to do. If you build in Minecraft, you know that all of these little stairs, everything you see right here, this would be a bit frustrating. Sometimes sometimes I can actually head back in here. Say, why don't we just grab everything? Anything that we need here? Yeah, lanterns. Another banner. That's literally everything already. That's insane. We must be pretty close then. I'm gonna put these in our inventory for safekeeping. And then why not just to flex right now? We take our. This is what I mean by I have to go in to the settings, and now I have to take off easy place mode for the specific reason of just pillaring up with our gold blocks. And then now I will once again place it back on. Just to get ready to go. Oh, that feels so much better. Having that light in the area. That is a good feeling. I feel like lanterns with shaders on make all of the difference in the world. Right? As the sun sets, you can just tell, like, it instantly comes to life more. Okay, we'll go into our render layers. And I'm curious, guys, what sort of music do you listen to? I think that this is really wonderful, kind of just like wake up with me music. But for me, besides this, like the entire time, I just listen to rap music, which is something that I think that people would not generally expect from me. And actually, just for the cinematic sake, literally for no reason, and since we are putting in a ton of banners right here, this is a perfect time for me to let the replay mod cinematic kind of go throughout the night. Even if it's raining, it'll add a bit more story, and then I can get some good moonshots as well. So never a bad idea. And once again, if you would ever like to learn how to make replay mod cinematics yourself, especially really high quality ones, we do have our fresh launch of the Replay Mod Starter Kit, which is kind of a guided course where I show you in just 1 hour's time make the cinematics exactly like how I do in my videos. So right now it's only $10, but if you use the code Slipstream, actually, you can get an extra 20% off, making it only an $8 purchase. So it's definitely worth checking out. And I put a whole ton of work into it, and I think that it's a good resource if you have any questions and would like extra assistance. Actually, if you get the course, I am going to take the first 50 Minecraft content creators, and I'm actually going to do a coaching session with all of them, where I kind of give out even more of the things that I've learned about just YouTube and growing your YouTube channel over time. So if you're interested in that and would like to be a part of that coaching call, or just would like to update your Minecraft game, you're more than welcome to take a look at the link in the description. And that's weird that I can't place down, or I don't have the mangrove trapdoor. Well, that makes more sense. But we will continue to load up one more here. Guys, it is beautiful out. I live in Colorado in the United States. It is going to be a very hot one today, but I don't know, after stream, I'm kind of getting a vibe like, oh, maybe it would be nice to go for a run. And then who knows, maybe another live stream. I am going to be making some short form content for the Instagram and the TikTok, kind of batch working because I'm going to Spain in about 9 days or so. But I don't know, what a cozy Monday. What a great way. I've really been having so much fun with you guys, kind of waking up and playing Minecraft with you all, and getting to know you all better, and connecting with you all. Called Sleep Token Draconis? Ooh, that's actually a really good name. I'll definitely have to take a look at them. You said Token, and if it was the rapper named Token, there's a rapper named Token, and I'm actually friends with him. He's from my hometown. So if you guys look up Token Hip Hop on YouTube or on Instagram or anything like that, he's one of my buddies. As there's a lot of mobs down there. You see all the mobs? Ooh. I am not making my villagers' lives that great. But the good news is I do think that we'll probably have a good amount of iron golems after, for us to be able to slay down for even more iron before we make our iron farm a massive, massive fortress. Actually, the biggest build, I think, of maybe second biggest build, I can't tell based on my hardcore kingdom. Either the biggest build or second biggest build that I've ever made here in the desert, and it's really going to transform the entire area, so I'm excited for that to happen. But really, our only way of getting iron right now is from the iron golems. And yeah, Cobb, isn't it so good to see the man Draconis? I feel like the desert world, you can start to get an idea of what I'm going for here, especially seeing it at night. But although I may completely change up the path, I may go for something a bit more tame. I haven't figured that one out yet. What just hit me? Skeleton? Can't be phantoms. That must be an enchanted bow, too. That actually did some damage. What if I try to use the sleeping bag? Oh, I can't. I think it's time to head to sleep for the night. Take off that easy place mode. Take out our sleeping bag. Oh, I got hit straight in the heart, y'all. Look at that. Oh, you know of Token? Oh, that's cool. I actually... I helped film. I was not the filmer, but I actually helped film his first video that got him viral back when we were in high school. I'm sure it's still on his YouTube channel. It's kind of him walking down a block, and the entire time he's doing it, he's freestyle rapping. And of course, the camera is kind of moving backwards with him as he is walking along this block rapping. And that was my car. I was the one driving it, and we had a couple of other people in the back seat that were filming it, a couple of friends of mine that were helping him out and that sort of thing. And it was a really fun session. And, you know, it's just a good time. We never thought that anything major was going to happen. And then within like either a couple of days or a week or so, the video got 1 million views. And was his first kind of catalyst and thing that started off his YouTube career. So yeah, kind of cool. Sleep Token has been popping off recently though. What genre of music is it? I'm based on knowing you, I'm assuming it's some sort of something in like the rock sort of vibe, or maybe like alternative, maybe something indie. I'd love to know. Yeah, Mari, I think that the build is very pretty so far too. And we really are starting to come in actually with these final touches here. Although we have a husk in all gold armor down here. Man, we need an iron golem. Don't call on me, call on the iron golem. Okay, that guy's already in there. I think this may be the last layer. It is. We've made it to the top, y'all. A mission success. I really don't think it took us that long, honestly. You guys will have to let me know. Maybe worth looking back on stream for. And then I always go up one more, and it looks like we're good. I kind of just double check that way. There have been sometimes where I've missed the last bit of the roof. And then we'll go to all. We will head back to our gold blocks. And actually, we're going to take out... We don't need to use easy place mode anymore. We'll do our own adjustments from here. Such a flex using the gold. Okay, so like as you can see right here, we need a couple more lanterns so we can place them down and then up top like so. I'm at 2 hearts. I'm at 2 hearts. I'm at 2 hearts. I'm at 2 hearts. Oh, he's going near the villagers. Come this way. Iron Golem, spawn, please. I need your help. I need your help, sir. I need your help. Come on, this way. I need your help. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Come on, take him out. Let's go. Just one fell swoop. Yeah, I didn't think I had any food, and I don't have any food. Oh, very thankful for our Iron Golem friend right there. Let's see, do I have any food to my name? Not really. Not really at all, but I do know I fumbled up a trade earlier. And so I should have some pumpkins, I think, maybe in here. Some pumpkin pie. Some pumpkin pie. Yep, 16. Okay. That was close. And the Iron Golem got taken out too? Man, that guy was powerful. He was not joking around. So we'll come up here and we'll place down even more of these lanterns. It looks like I got those down there. And then up and down and up and down. If only we had bamboo. I missed 2 buttons right up there too. So once again, we head back on up just to make the final touches. And then we'll take an official look back at everything. There we go. Place our mangrove buttons down there. And I think we only have a couple of things left too. Place down a pot right here. Another lantern right... Oh, hit the... Wrong thing! Another lantern right here. And we are still missing just 1 banner. We have to fix that. Another pot right there. A couple more lanterns. And so one thing that I don't know, I think is very important in general is that this is gonna look like a good build, as you can see, but it really is like it's not the same. I still have to fit it into the environment, into the area. Only then, for me, can I kind of say that it's complete. So we're not done yet. We're not done yet here. Is this hardcore? No. I have died many times. many times. Old death, old death, old death, latest death. Another old death. More deaths over here. More deaths over here. No, I've definitely died. I don't... You can make good, or hopefully decent enough Minecraft content without being the best in the game, I think. Okay, we have some more red dye. I think I need 6 more. But our beetroot, actually, by this point in time, probably should be good to go. Nope. Nope, it wasn't. Not good to go. But we'll take what we can. And try to see if we can get as much red dye as possible. That did not grow very quickly. I am quite surprised by that. But we only need 4, I think, so we are really cutting it down to the wire here. But we'll take everything that we can. I think that is it for the moment. And then it's time to put the final block on. The final block! What a good feeling. Does anyone have any names or... even more importantly, any ideas for what to put inside of this build? My idea is kind of to have this be a distillery, honestly. I kind of like the idea of that, but if you guys have any better ideas, I am always all ears to them. See, we'll take out our wool. We do need some more sticks, so we'll take out some more of our oak logs as well. Then put away some of the things that we are not going to be needing. After all, this is all of the sand that I have to my name in the desert. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Pug, what's going on, dude? Oh, we got the whole Lotus crew in here. Happy Monday, y'all. I appreciate you guys. We are just finishing up a desert build right here. We have 1 banner and a couple of mangrove trapdoors to place down. And then we are just about done, Skr. Also, on Lotus, I've heard Inca told me that Lotus is still up and going. Although I thought that it closed. But you guys aren't on 1.20, 1.5, are y'all? Also, 1.21.6 is coming out very soon. Tomorrow, actually. So, I'm curious when it comes down to that as well. What else am I thinking of? Oh, also, if Lotus is open, and if you guys are updated, And if you would like to get some extra credit of your videos, even if you're a small Minecraft content creator, I want to do a thing where if you make a cinematic, like a cinematic to music or anything like that, and you send it in, I want to take one every single week, and I want to put it into my video for the week. So if any of you would want to send in a cinematic, I'd love to do that. But at the same time, if Lotus is open, there's a new idea of types of cinematics that I want to make. So if I had permission, I'd be happy to show off your builds as well. But what we'll do is we'll make even more red dye, make red wool, and then we will head into here. Make that, literally, we're cutting it down to the wire. Our one red banner. Then we can pop it up. Mari, yeah, but what if a baby villager gets inside the build? That's illegal. I would agree. I would agree. That is a good question. A good question. Okay, we only have, I think, like 2 more trapdoors. Maybe a couple more. And then we're done. Besides fitting it into the environment. So we'll take out the sleeping bag and the comforts mod, which is what I use to have the sleeping bag. It also has hammocks. And I don't know how to make them, but I feel like it's the perfect thing to have in the desert. Man, I've been getting a lot of mobs recently at night. Kind of don't want to mess. I don't want to mess with him. I do not want to mess with you. Such an emotional song. Okay, we do have the trapdoors down over there. Another lantern down right here. Let's be vigilant, though. I don't want anybody coming up to us. Yeah, 2 more trapdoors and 2 more lanterns, and we have the perfect amount of blocks for it, too. But yeah, what are you guys up to today? As y'all know, I am on the teacher summer, so I have the opportunity to get a whole ton done, but then I will be doing some traveling coming up very soon as well, so then I will not be doing as much. I'm trying to get all of that content out for you all at the moment. But just like that, I think our distillery, the exterior, is looking good. It could be done. It could be done. Take one more step back here. Okay. Take one more step back here. Love the cactus flowers. They're so pretty. Okay, the side is looking good. Oh, we do need to actually... We are almost done. My favorite little part, actually, is going to be putting in some of these flowers right here. Or maybe we'll put in some saplings very quickly. Add that extra color pop. So actually, but we don't, we no longer need the Lightmatica overlay. Things are looking good here. And if we head inside, you can see that there's really nothing going on. We should actually get a lantern or something so that we can light this area up inside. But I want to make a little distillery area, as we're saying. I feel like that could be fun. Ooh. I'm trying to think. I was like, oh, it'd be fun to use, Distillery and Draconis. Somehow I can maybe fit that in a, fun, in a witty way. Instead, I feel like I want something more exciting than Draconis' distillery, you know? The Drastillery. The Drastillery, I don't know. But actually, first, very quickly, why don't we head into our crafting table here? I'm going to make a couple of signs. And then, actually, thank you guys so much for coming and saying hello. Got Kintype, Actual Pug. Okay. Pug, I notice I always say the actual Pug instead of actual Pug, and I don't know why. Why don't we put Mari over here? Thanks so much for leaving a comment. And then, of course, Draconis, we're going to put you over on here. I'm going to put you... Damn, right there. Oh, I didn't think your name was actually going to fit on one line. Come on. Okay. Draconis Gaming. Right there. The Distillery. Yeah, you want to see what I was thinking? The Distillery. Look how silly that is. That just... Actually, I want to leave it there. Kind of the just... That's so silly. The Distillery. But it has to be in the middle line. Now I can't... I have to make a new sign? I gotta do it again? The... Distillery. We got some real lore. The Distillery. And so now we will have to make a good old inventory, and a big shout out to Draconis. Of course, guys. Yeah, if you leave a comment in the live stream, it's fun to be able to include you guys in the world. Just from today's stream, we have Draconis, we've got Mari and Pug over here, and then we've also got a couple people in the world. Cobb is actually up over here. He's got a special location, and then you've got Will Bewley over here. He was hanging out this morning, and then Puff So Buff as well, hanging out right next to Stella right there. What up, girl? You just hopping around? Just hippity hopping? Just hippity hopping? Just hippity hopping around? It's good to see you. Oh, wait, actually. No, just kidding. I still don't think I have a name tag. It would be nice to name tag Stella, though. But yeah. What an interesting build design that you guys can see right here. Actually, let's add those flowers. Let's add those plants to it. Let us take a gander at the plant foliage that I have over here. Let's see, we got tons of mangrove propagules. Maybe we'll use some of those. Tons of mangrove propagules. Maybe if I can fit in some jungle saplings somewhere, that'd be nice. I don't think I want to use any spruce for this build, but we'll take some of these flowers that we have right here as well. I don't think I want to use any pickles. Oh, no, we're going to keep our pale oak saplings so that we can expand later on, and then why not grab some of our oak saplings, and then we can experiment around with what sort of plants we want to have. It is unmistakably a slip build. It really is unmistakably a slip build. Which I like my builds, but they are so interesting. But it's okay. I'm getting better over time, and at the end of the day, I like the things that I make. Why don't we put a jungle sapling right there, and then our blue orchid will actually go right there. That will be nice for some color pop. If I go into free cam, do I have anything up here? No. That's fine with me. And then we'll place, I think, one flower here next to Pug. We'll do an oak sapling right here next to Mari. And then we'll repeat that design over here. Actually, I made it different, but who cares? We'll place our yellow flower up there. Yeah, these little finishing touches, I think they really... They're a-so me, but they make all the difference in the world, I believe. I think we'll do mangrove up top, and then we'll do our oak saplings on the bottom. And then we can take a step back and see what we think. Yeah, I kind of like that. I wanted it to be a little bit more textured and then a little bit simpler, leading into the gold right there. So I'm a fan of that. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side, of course. Yeah, it's so pretty. So pretty. Fill her up a couple times right here. I'm really hoping for the Wandering Trader to A, eventually stop by. But B, to give us some bamboo so I can make some scaffolding. There we go. We can chop back on down. And there we have it, y'all. A brand new build in the kingdom. The Drustillery. The Drustillery. I'm a big fan of it. Look how much work we've been able to get done this morning. So much progress building, so many cinematics, so much cinematic work to be done later on today, which I'm excited for. Once again, if you would ever like to take a look at the Replay Mod Starter Kit, the best pricing that you'll ever get right now, a lifetime resource for you to learn how to get the visual skills that you need in order to really distinguish yourself on Minecraft YouTube. Take a look at the description below. I put a whole ton of work into it. Look guys, I've had so much fun with you all today. And I almost punched this guy, just to show you how much fun I ended up having. But it is just about time for me to head to the gym. Thank you. Genuinely. It's much different, you know, being able to get to hang out with you guys as opposed to, you know, usually I have like a podcast on or music on in the morning and it's just me waking up for a couple of hours. But you guys push me to be better. And we will make this build even better over time. But a big thank you. I'm sending all of the love your way, all of the good fortune your way, all of the good things. If you haven't liked the stream, please consider liking the stream. If you're hanging out here and you are not subscribed to the channel, we will have a new live stream tomorrow morning just like this. And so it's worth subscribing to stay up to date with it. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for all of the Lotus members, all the friends, all of you guys from Slip Sanctuary, the fam here on YouTube. Y'all are the best, and I won't waste any more of your time. Happy Monday, and I will see you all very, very soon. Y'all are the best. Ah, so much fun. Oh, we lost another subscriber. Whatever. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for hanging out today. 2 hours and 37 minutes. Catch you later. Bye, Cobb. Bye, Mari. Bye, Puffs of Buff. Bye, everyone else that's been hanging out. You guys are the best. Check out the Replay Mod Starter Kit. Best pricing ever. Only for a couple days left.